So be careful when locals tell you prices go up all the time here, because in the tourist areas that may be the case, but back there I see houses still vacant with for rent signs from 4 months ago. One of the things people might not think about too much when they suddenly retire is what are they going to do? How are they going to fill their days? I know there's a kind of a idyllic brain thought that, oh, I'm just going to lay on the beach all day. But the small town thing, I mean, you know, with a $3 restaurant, you know, if there's only one or two, then you end up having to go back to the same place. Oh well, challenges of a frugal life. In Quito, a friend once told me, he was telling me why he liked being in Quito. He said he could go to a different restaurant every day of the year. I was like, wow. I don't eat out that much anyway. But, you know, yeah, I used to live in a small town, or a small town satellite of a little bit bigger town. And, you know, our enjoyment came from not so much being out, but enjoying our property, our home. Yeah. You know, growing your own food and having absolutely wonderful, fresh, homemade food. You can't beat that. What's this? A Christmas present in the closet? Hey. Did you think you were hiding? Okay, have it your way. Did you close the door on it? Just kidding. He's alright. You're alright, aren't you? Well, we did have 2 or 3 different spots in CUENCA where we went out for a $3 almuerzo. Actually, it was $2.50. And then talk about rising prices. The almuerzo was $2.50, and over a 5-year period, it only went to $2.75. Be careful when someone tells you, they tell you, well, prices rise here all the time, every year. Be careful with that. I see lots of things where that's not true, and a lot of things where it is. It just depends on demand. And of course, living in a touristic city is something to think about. Hola.
Buen día.
Buen día. In the long run, prices always go up, but from one year to the next, they shouldn't fluctuate in a large amount, or if at all. You know, maybe every 2 or 3 years, a little bit. That's normal. And if you haven't seen my other videos, I've shown you how in the States prices on a lot of things are still the same 5 years later. So the high season's underway. It's December 25th. One thing I notice is it's sunnier and I'm sweating more. I just do a little bit of walking and I'm sweating. So it is hotter. What you got? Coconut water? I missed the dollar chicken shish kebabs they had in CUENCA. Yeah, dollar shish kebab. Of course, on the holidays there were more. Back in July, August, September, we saw more Argentinians because it's their winter. Over there it's cold. They've got beaches. Yeah, people say their beaches are no good, but they just didn't get away from the main center. They have nice beaches, but you have to go way out. But it's winter over there, so they come here. I've seen some of them do. We used to see a lot of Argentines here. But you know, now it's summer in South America, in December, and their own beaches are plenty warm, so they don't need to come here. But plenty of the locals have holidays. Well, you've got the Christmas holiday, and then you've got the February, the biggest holiday of the year. February and March are a really big holiday here.
Look at all the people on the banana boat.
Yeah, it's packed. So yeah, it's summer in all of South America, but it's also endless summer in a lot of other places too. It says extra large, but it's really not. It's more like a medium. It doesn't say extra heavy cotton or anything. But
How much is that? Did you ask?
$5. Well, I almost bought that T-shirt, but it's just not large enough. I like my T-shirts to hang on me, to be really loose because I get hot. That's what they're for hot season. And I don't like them to be tight. They're so uncomfortable. Yeah, so I have to wear extra large, and they don't have
For
those.
Ecuador, yeah.
Yeah, for Ecuador.
Well, there's another shop down here. Let's look.
We found an extra large T-shirt, but it was so thin. And then she wanted $12. Of course, this is the touristy Malecon. It just makes no sense. The other one was $5, but it just wasn't large enough. I told her that. I like it when there's more restaurants coming on board. There was one just now right there, waterfront, for $4.50, which was breakfast or lunch. It's Ecuadorian. And I like seeing that because before it was the options were either $10 for the same stuff. Okay, they had fish. But you know, food was okay and the atmosphere was kind of old, but you know, I like seeing more options coming on board. So because it makes it better. The more options there are, the better it is, the better it gets. But you know, it is white rice and it is mixed with meat, so to each his own, I guess. You know. When we talk about culture, it seems to me that the aspects that stand out are, it's just how different people do things differently, and that's part of culture. And when you go to a new place and people do things differently, that's something that you adjust to, or have to adjust to. And it's something that people underestimate. And I'm not saying one's better than the other, don't get me wrong. Yeah, measuring how different something is from how things were back home, that could be referred to as a culture meter. So Cuenca's higher on the culture meter than Salinas. But that's not to say that there's a lot of enjoyable things. It's a beach culture, which is different than a mountain culture. We have seen some fireworks this season. I would have thought we would have seen a lot more, but perhaps there's more to come.
Well, yeah, there's still New Year's Eve.
Yeah, right. I have memories of fireworks at Myrtle Beach that were amazing at night right on the boardwalk, and they were beautiful. I would say this Santa's adjusting real well.